And together.
Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you, live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Our life is, we have to find out whether our life is self-centered or self-oriented. The difference between the two words. Self-centered means what? If I do, what will I get? Why should I do that? I am not the only one who is fighting. Everybody fights. So, our life is self-centered. If I do that, what will I get? See? So, when our life is self-centered, we are lost in seeking happiness from the world. If we observe our own life, what is life? Life is a struggle to seek happiness through actions or pursuit. Now, this is a common experience of all of us. Whatever we do in our life, it is done for what? A boy and a girl, they love each other. For what? For becoming miserable? They become later, that's a different story. So, we get married for happiness. We love each other for happiness. We fall in love for happiness. And then we realize our mistake. And then we divorce also for happiness. See? So our whole life is a struggle. We are seeking happiness, seeking happiness. See? So that is self-centered life. I is the hero. All others are supposed to be my servant. Everything in this world is meant for giving me happiness. And if that doesn't happen, then I reject it. So, this is what our life has been. And in such a life, we go through ups and downs. And in one up and down, we come across some kind of different approach to life. See? The different approach begins when we, by mistake, start thinking. Earlier, we were reacting. See? Reaction is a default settings. What is the default setting? Where there is no logic behind what we do. Default settings. I like that. I don't like that. Default setting. The logic is, has anybody asked you? No. Then why have to tell? See? So, our life is basically self-centered. Then in that self-centered life, one day or the other, we come across some experience which makes us think twice. See? And that experience changes our life from self-centered to self-oriented. I'll tell you an example about this. There is a friend of mine, he is also a Swami, and he was studying medicine in UK, London, and a very good student. So when he was studying during the college hours, yes, he is busy with everybody. And then after the college hours are over, he was feeling lonely. Come on, there is nobody to talk. And nobody will like to mix with him. Then he used to get frustrated. Then he thought, I want some company, man. What is this? Study. Afterwards, so he started searching some advertisements. And then he found yoga. And what he told me very clear, very good friend, he told me, you know, Swamiji, I was attracted towards yoga. Why? Because all the yoga advertisements were with beautiful girls and with different postures. Because I wanted some company. I was getting bored, all alone. See? So I joined one yoga class. And there, then I got good friends and I could talk and all that, Slowly. It so happened in one of the yoga session, like Steve has called me, here I am not twisting your body nor my body. Because normally what is understood, yoga means twist the body. See? And that is all. But at least you are getting oriented from the self-centeredness to self-awareness. See? So he said, I started doing that. And then I came to know more closely about myself. So when it is said in yoga that you have to go through 8 steps, Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. And thereafter, in one of the lectures, somebody came and he was talking something different than yoga means twisting the body. No. Then what it is? So I started then focusing more in understanding what yoga is. And there we come across Yogaha Chittavritti Nirodha. Yoga is suspension of thought formation, and this can be attained if we are at peace with ourselves. Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatibhya. Tada Drashtuhu Sarupe Avasthana. When these few sutras I heard, which I didn't understand, but then it was very different than the same routine in my life. Therefore, you can come and sit this side. But then you can't sleep here. So, then 1 or 2 sutras, they attracted my mind. See? That yoga is chittavritti nirodha, suspension from thought formation. See? So, we were told, sit quiet, close your eyes, and observe your breathing. Then, by this practice, one day we were told, see, we are not doing breathing. Breathing is happening. See? And therefore, we are not tired of breathing. Not only that, we are not even aware that we are breathing. It goes on. Now, why we are not tired? Prayatna Shaitilya, because there are no efforts involved. This started changing my orientation in life from self-centered to self-oriented. He said that after I was going for the classes regularly, now my earlier attraction was because he was a young student, young girls and all kinds of things. But when I started this, what was taught to us by the teacher, that when you are aware of your own breathing, you don't have to do anything. Your mind quietens. And we are all the victims of disturbed mind. Now, if I am bored of this girl, I'll run away. But if I'm fed up of myself, where will I go? Think how important it is to understand. And most of us are fed up of ourselves because the mind is ruling us, ruining our life. When we want to sleep, the sleep doesn't come. When we want to do something, the mind doesn't cooperate. When we know we should not talk, but we talk. Afterwards we regret. So we have become a victim of our own mind. And then what we know about our mind, only one thing: complain about the mind. My mind is too disturbed. Like many people ask us, Swamiji, my mind is too disturbed, what should I do? I shall commit suicide. Your mind is disturbed, you should know, what can I do? No, please tell. Now see what is happening slowly from self-centeredness. What will I get? Now we have changed the direction of our life. See? Now we are not worried about the people. Now we have focused attention on our own mind. Friends, the day when we start working on our mind, remember, we are reborn. See? So these two things, self-centered and self-oriented. You all must be doing the Kundalini, isn't it? Kundalini awakening. No?
It's supposed to be doing us.
So, in that Kundalini, we are told that there are chakras. See? There was a person who came with his friend. That person was coming for my talks on a regular basis. If you want, you can come this side also. But there is no pillar here to post. This is okay there. Good. So, he came with his friend, and that friend has never come for my lecture. And he asked me, Swamiji, he is my friend, and he has some problem about Kundalini. So I asked him, is he dumb? Can he talk? Yes. Then let him talk. Don't be an advocate for him. So he started telling, Swamiji, my all chakras are open. Then my Kundalini is awakened. Then But my guru died. Now what should I do next? I say, next, get out from here. He said, why? Because you have already killed one guru. You are a guru eater. I don't want to talk to you. Run away, or else I'll run away. No, what should I do? All my chakras are open. It is something like, all my buttons are open. What should I do? Close them. Close your buttons is not good. See? And Kundalini open, what should I do? Close it. It is not good to keep everything open. See, friends, we get too much enchanted by these kicks in life. See? So, we are told in the Mooladhara, do this thing, and then we become very self-centered. And how many chakras of yours are open? Maybe one and a half. 1.5. We compete. I can sit for meditation for 2 hours. How many hours? I sleep whole day. See, friends, remember one important principle. Do we have any question about our being? Whether I am or I am not? No question. And that is what matters. But what is the problem? We know I am, but who am I? Am I the one who is seeking happiness? Or am I the one who is distributing happiness? This you have to find out. Therefore, our life, when it is self-centered, it is in the lower 3 chakras. The lowest chakra called as the, what do you call? Mooladhara. Okay. Mooladhara chakra. Mooladhara means, Moola means the root. Adhar means the support. What is the support of? I am man, I am woman, I am husband, I am wife, I am rich, I am poor, I am Aussie, I am Kiwi. What is the support? Body. See? Mooladhara. Till such time, we consider ourselves to be a body. We will be living as the body, for the body, on everybody. So when our life is body-oriented, we are self-centered. And what is the self-centeredness? Then what will I get? So that is the next chakra, the Swadhisthana. See, Mooladhara chakra is at the base of the spine, you can say. And then the Swadhisthana chakra is right above the Mooladhara chakra. And Mooladhara is body identification. Swadhisthana is a place for calm or desire. See? When we are identified with the body, what happens? Number 1, I am separate from you. I want that because without that I am incomplete. Now tell me, what makes a man educated, well-placed, earning a lot, handsome, healthy, and free? Why should he think, what a life without a wife? A sense of incompleteness. Wherever there is a sense of incompleteness, we are disturbed. The disturbance is called as the desire. See? When we are taking tea or coffee, and if there is less sugar in that, and if we are taking a lot of sugar, so something is lacking. Get me some more sugar. So, Swadhisthana is a seat where desires are sprouting. And if we have to write our biography, what we will write? When I was a child, I wanted this thing, I got it, but then I became a teenager, I wanted this thing, I did this thing. Whole life is only a struggle to fulfill our desires. See? And yet, we don't learn. Desire fulfillment cannot be the goal of life. See? Because desires cannot be fulfilled. Imagine it's heavily raining, we can see the rains, we are sitting with a nice quilt, cozy, and then somebody there, poor stuff. If at this moment we get a nice cup of hot tea, what a nice thing it will be. See, broadcast is made. And the poor lady of the house, she says, okay. And she makes a cup of tea and take. Now you start taking and laugh. What happened now? Tea without pakoda? Second desire. Then you get the pakodas. After that is given. Don't you have chilies in the house? The third, we want the chili pakoras. And then that is given, no chutney. Friends, desires can never be fulfilled in life. One desire you fulfill, the second is standing in front of you. And therefore, all our life is only a struggle to attain fulfillment of desires. And that is called as self-centered life. If I do this, what I will get? Self-centered. So this is where we normally live our life. And then when we start fulfilling our desires, what is the ultimate or what is the reaction of the desire fulfillment? Two. Either desires are fulfilled or desires are not fulfilled. When the desire is not fulfilled, it expresses as anger. And when the desire is fulfilled, it expresses as greed. So three factors: desire, anger, and greed. We are all carrying the burden of these three viruses worse than the coronavirus. Common for every human being. See? And our whole life goes only in this. Therefore, when we become angry, we lose our control over ourselves. And anything can be done by an angry person. Afterwards, regrets. See? And greed can never be fulfilled. You fulfill one, the second one. And once that greed takes possession, then all sense of proportion is lost. See? The whole world full of corruption is because of this greed virus. We want more and more. How much you want? See? There is a friend of mine. He has his big industries over something like 50, 60 countries. And he is constantly, has his own plane, everything, constantly flying here to there to there. It happened once in London, we were together for a cup of coffee. So I will not tell his name. So he asked me, Swamiji, what is life? I said, life is happiness. No, life is misery, tragedy. I said, that depends on who is talking and who is asking. I didn't ask him, who is he? He says, Swamiji, I am so and so. I got my industry spread over so many countries, and I am constantly running from here to there, there to there, there to there. New proposals come, I buy that. And last 3 years, I have not seen my wife, my son, my daughter. My daughter is running after boys. I do not know how many boyfriends she has. My son is, we do not see him, constantly drunk and addict. And my wife, she is all the time purchasing the diamonds and jewelry and everything. And I am running like a mad, collecting money. See? What should I do? I said, give me that money. There is no end to greed, my friends. Remember one principle, follow it in your life. We have to draw a line. Thus far, not further. We have to draw a line. See? All of us, you go in your own houses and enter your wardrobe. There are many, many things which we have not used for last 600 years. And yet we don't want to part with. Keep on collecting. See? So as long as we are living at these three levels, body identification, desires, and an impossible effort to fulfill all the desires, greed, till we live at these three levels, we are self-centered. And one day, because of these three, we get a message. Either the doctor tells, now you decide whether you want to live or die. Why, doctor? What happened? You have got this, you have got that, you got that. Oh God, then what I have to do? You should give up eating this, you should give up drinking, you should give up smoking. And thereafter, we slowly start withdrawing from indulgence in the worldly things. Now, it is a diversion towards from the self-centeredness to self-oriented. I don't want to die. I want to continue. When we become self-oriented, then our questions are different. Presently, our questions are pertaining to the world. Why the world is like that? Why people are corrupt? Why the wars are going on? But when we are self-oriented, then our questions are different. Questions are, where from the desires come? How the desires are born? And when I am happy in fulfilling my desires, exactly what happens? See? Like, I get up early morning and I want that time a cup of tea. Is my desire, habit, old habit. So I get up early morning and go to because I keep on moving, it is not the same place. Every time I have to search. My search is tea bags where they are. So I go there and oh God, why they don't keep, they only, I don't want anything, but they are not keeping. I get so disturbed, agitated, distracted. Why? For a cup of tea. So I am disturbed because I don't get a cup of tea. Then when I get a cup of tea, aha, now I am happy. Now analyze. I cannot deny the experience of happiness when I get my cup of tea. I cannot deny that. It is. Now the question is, where from the happiness is coming? Is the happiness coming from tea? Of course. If fire is hot is it hot only for some people or for everybody? Of course, for everybody. If tea is the source of happiness, everybody should be happy by having a cup of tea. But does it happen? It doesn't happen. Then, but I can't deny my own happiness when I have a cup of tea. Then you start thinking. When I didn't have a cup of tea, what happened? My mind was agitated, disturbed. And when I get a cup of tea, the mind is quietened. Therefore, what is happiness? Happiness is you are at peace with yourself. This is the beginning of self-orientation. Those who are disturbed because of others, they are the fools of the highest order. See, friends, why we are not able to practice this is because we have not recognized the value of this. And therefore we only complain. Like many people, they complained me. Yesterday also I received one WhatsApp. So somebody asked me a question. I said, look here, it's okay, whatever you have. See, I don't have anything. I'm still happy. Complain. It's okay for you. You are just a Swami. But we are married. We have got children. So you justify your misery. When you justify your miseries, you don't want to get rid of that. See? Therefore, again and again we have to think about it. That is our peace of mind more valuable or anything else in this world? Now we all have clear understanding that money is most valuable for us. Now tell me, has any person ever stopped earning money because it is difficult? Come on, you are earning money is difficult, I am not going to earn. No. We find out various methods. Above the table, below the table, around the table, behind the table. Because we have value for money. My friends, if we recognize this value for our peace of mind, then you are self-oriented. And when we are self-oriented, we are living at zero complaint level. What is the complaint? When our expectations are not fulfilled, we complain. Expectation for whom? For the self-centered. I have done so much for him, but now he doesn't care for me. See, friends, slowly and steadily, these lines of thinking will change. Now, our line of thinking will not be what I get, but our line of thinking will be what is the quality of mind under all conditions. Then you have entered a new era of your life. And that era is, we start learning from every single experience of our life. Be very attentive. Learning from day-to-day experiences is my spiritual practice. Now the same thing I am telling you. Why? See? Once it so happened, I was, I finished my talk in Mumbai, it happened. And then like the people come, they do namaskar, they touch the feet and do namaskar. So one person came and did namaskar. That time on my right big toe, there was something growing, a red color, little bit, like the small fruits growing. So the person who did namaskar, he said, Swamiji, what is this happening to your toe? I said, this is the wisdom toe. He said, this is not a matter of joke, something wrong there. I said, it maybe it's okay. No, you should remove it, otherwise it will become dangerous afterwards. I said, okay, I'll get it done. He said, no, I am a doctor, I can do it for you. I said, okay, I went with him. Sat on the chair like this, put my foot on the stool in front of him. He gave local anesthesia. And after 15 minutes, he asked, he took something and hit. He said, how do you feel? I said, I am feeling emotional. You are taking so much care of me. He said, not that. Then what? He said, I am hitting here. I said, where? That means it was fully anesthetized. And I saw. He took the scalpel and gave a cut. Blood oozed out. Then he put something. And that particular growth, he removed it from the root. And he said, you are lucky, it has come out completely. Nothing is left inside. And thereafter, he wiped the blood and started suturing. When that was happening, I had no pain. I was watching that. My own foot being cut. That time what went in my mind? I am a great yogi. He is cutting my toe but nothing happening to me. Ha ha. For 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, the pain started. Oh God, do something. Then I asked him, hey, why? He said, when anesthesia was given, your mind has no entry in that area. After the medicine effect was over, now your mind has entered in that area and therefore you are getting pain. Eureka was my experience. So to whom the pain happens? Not to the body, only to the mind. What is our life? Living as the body, for the body, on the body. And actually nothing happens to body. Then everything happens only to the mind. Yeah, how much care we take about our body? We should have good food, organic food. We should keep it clean, and we should do exercise. We should do yoga. We should go running just to come back again. And they lift the weight to put it down. What else? What for? I want to keep my body healthy. Wonderful. Now tell me, what we have done till date to keep our mind healthy? See? Healthy food is required for the healthy body. Similarly, healthy food is also required for the healthy mind. Now, what is the healthy food for the mind and what is the healthy food for the body? About body, you are expert. I don't understand anything about food. What is the healthy food for the mind? Healthy food for the mind is observe and learn from every single experience. When we start learning from every single experience, we have started working on our mind. See? And this learning, nobody can teach us, my friends. We have to learn ourselves. See? You can't go and ask, please tell me how to stop thinking. You find out. Therefore, we become self-oriented when we are working on our mind and rising above the body. See? Because life is not lived by the body. Life is lived through the body. If you are having a nice party and you get a message, very bad message, will you be able to enjoy that party? Because who was enjoying the party? The mind. Now the mind is disturbed because of the bad message. Everything gone. And yet we don't understand and learn that real life is lived by the mind, and we have to start working on our mind. So when we start working on our mind, friends, we are reborn. That is our second birth. The body which our parents have given us is only for dying. But when we are reborn, we start working on the mind. Mind never dies. See? Why? Because mind is not a creation. Mind is just an expression. Expression of the consciousness. See? When I switch on this light, has the light died? I switch on the light. Is the light born? Think. Light is just an expression of electrical energy through a bulb. If there is no light, nothing is seen. Darkness. When there is a light, we see everything in this light. Similarly, the consciousness expressing through the bulb as mind is life. And thereafter, this world is seen in the light of the mind. If your mind is cheerful, happy, everything looks beautiful. See, friends, and if our mind is happy and cheerful, it cannot be destructive. Imagine, just example. This is 100% example, okay? I have a very wonderful girlfriend. Therefore, I said it is 100% imaginary example. I am saved from that. See, I have a very wonderful, intelligent, beautiful, impossible combination. I know that. A girlfriend. And one day I go to her. Honey, darling, today I am so happy. I just want to cut you into small pieces. Will it ever happen? Happiness is not a destructive force. But if I am frustrated, I'll kill you. So, what is self-orientation and self-centeredness? Self-centered life is all the time around the body, I am the body. What will I get? But when we start working on our mind, we are reborn. But normally what happens? Instead of working on our mind, we start complaining about mind. See, my mind is too disturbed, what should I do? Your mind, you decide. How can anybody tell? See, I am very hungry, what should I do? You decide. Others cannot eat food on your behalf. See, my friends, recognize this again and again, that instead of complaining about the mind, start learning through the mind. You know, this process is like what? Self-orientation. We can jump on our own maximum 1 meter, 3 feet. No, but I want to jump 3 meters high. Then what we will do? In that port wall jump, we take the pole and come and fix it in the soil, and with the help of that pole, we go up there, and then we throw that post, and we have acquired the height that we wanted, is it not? Exactly the same way. We have to use the mind to go beyond the mind. See? So a person who is thus working on his mind, he has become self-oriented in life. So what is the process? Process is learn from every single experience. See? Another experience I tell you. Is not difficult, very simple. Once I was somewhere and there was along the river and we had to cross. There was no option. And there was a lot of mud because the waters has gone back and soil has become very soft and there was no option. So we had to, everybody went, I also went. And the mud was almost half the calf muscle deep, so much. So somehow I crossed. And while crossing, one thorn has gone in my foot. But I can do nothing. So somehow I crossed. And after crossing, we went to that particular ashram, wash our feet and all that, and I forgot about that thorn. It's going. I may forget, but the body will not forget. So after 2 or 3 days, I started limping. My friend asked me, Swamiji, why are you limping? I said, this is a style of realization. After you get realized, this is what happens. He said, come on, don't cut jokes anywhere. Then what should I cut your throat? He said, no, sit down. Then he washed my food properly with some whatever he wanted to think. And he said, now see, something has gone inside. Therefore, you are limping. I said, then what do I do? You don't do it. You simply keep quiet. I'll remove it. So he removed that thorn completely. And he said, now what? How this swelling, this pain, this tenderness, this redness of my foot will go? He said, you have to do nothing. Then, learning. He said, nature cures herself. You don't have to do anything. Protect yourself from entering another infection. Therefore, I am putting some bandage. That day I learned this, what I am telling you now. When the thorn is a foreign body, when the foreign body enters the foot tissue starts reacting, is it not? And the reaction leads to swelling of that tissue, then it becomes painful, and till such time that foreign body is there, pain will not go. So what is to be done? Only one thing. You have to remove that foreign body from your foot. Thereafter, don't have to do anything. In due time, it will cool down. See, this is easy to understand with the gross example of the foot and the thorn. But what is happening to our mind? When any foreign body enters our mind, mind starts reacting. Reaction of the mind is called as desire. Now, it is easy to understand a thorn going in the foot. But how the things go in the mind? Things enter the mind when we give value to anything in this world. Like the example I gave you, I have given undue value for a cup of tea in the morning. So, at that particular time, that cup of tea is a foreign body, and therefore there is a swelling, there is the abscess, there is a disturbance, that is the desire for the tea. And when I get a cup of tea, that foreign body is removed because now I got a cup of tea, and then I conclude I am happy because I got a cup of tea. And slowly we become addicted to the things in life. When we learn this, then alone we are becoming self-oriented. Normally we react. Don't react, only act. Actors in the cinema, they get name, fame, money, everything. But when the same actors start reacting in their original life, they get all the punishments in their life. So, let us act, not react. And reactions come when we have given importance to anything or anybody in life. See? We give importance to, for example, our friend. My girlfriend is so nice. She was good in the initial days, but I don't know what happened to her now. She is remaining little indifferent and tries to avoid me. I don't know what happened. So our mind starts reacting. And then the reaction becomes so strong that earlier they were ripples, then they become waves, then they become tsunami. See? So, what we have to learn, let us act in life through the mind and stop reacting our way of life. When we stop reacting, we only act. But how the acting is done? Our mantra told you. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%, followed by Karnataka. Just a drama going on. Don't get entangled in any activity beyond requirement. Otherwise, we carry the burden and through all our life. Therefore, friends, when we become self-oriented, our quality of life changes. Now, what will be the quality? Earlier, we were reacting to everything. Now we start responding to everything. Reaction is a default settings. Thinking, without thinking, react. But when we respond, it is born out of wisdom. What is the response and reaction? What is our life? We see something, we hear something, and we comment immediately. See, this is how we talk, because default setting, reaction. On the contrary, we see something, we hear something, but don't react. Then it will be a response if required. Reactions create problems in life. Response is a solution to most of the problems. See, friends. Therefore, this all is happening in our mind. It is not happening outside. Therefore, like my friend, doctor friend, I told you, he initially started from the body, from the company, then the yoga, and slowly, he started with the self-centeredness, and slowly he evolved to self-oriented. This is what is the basic difference between an average person and an extraordinary person. Extraordinary person doesn't have two horns and a tail. No, he is like us. But the only difference is, he is celebrating the life and we are calibrating the life. If I do this thing, what will I get? The real happiness is when we are able to recognize this. What can I give? Friends, the joy and happiness is more in giving up than holding on to. These examples which I am giving you, just to initiate in the art of learning from every single experience of our life. See, this is the takeaway today. I know you will not do it, but even then I tell, make a nice notebook. Give a title to that book for yourself. What I learned today. And every day, write only one thing that you learned. Only one thing. Every day something new. It's not every day something new you have to learn. And as your process of learning starts, you will see you will become self-oriented, not selfish. It is not difficult, it's possible. Therefore, this process of learning is the very foundation of self-orientation. And ultimately, not only from our experiences, but from the world also we start learning. Now the last point, then our standpoint changes in life. Our standpoint is I versus you. Because we are concerning I means only I, this body. Now we have to expand. We are all together for a common cause. Therefore, although there are differences, somebody is Indian, somebody is not Indian, somebody is tall, somebody is short, somebody is thin, somebody is round figure. All the differences merge when we see a common denominator. We are all seeking something higher in life rather than the same drinking party and dancing and ha-ha-hoo. In this manner, when we start learning from day-to-day experiences, you will say, you are your own guru and you are your own disciple. Don't keep the guru outside. He should come within us. See? See, every day you can learn it from every simple, silly experiences. Like we take food. Now tell me, is the food benefited when we eat or we are benefited? We are benefited, not the food. Now, how we are benefited? The food is in the plate. Where is the hunger? Plate is not hungry. Hunger is in our stomach. By simply looking at the food, will our hunger go? No. Lift it, put it in the mouth, chew properly, masticate, salivate, swallow, and where the hunger is, where the food goes, hunger is satiated. Exactly the same way. Everyone in this world is our guru if we are learning from them, because that is the source of knowledge. Like the plate is the source of food. So everybody, everything in this world is the source of wisdom for us, provided we are able to harvest that wisdom and bring it in our mind, and it can be done when we have the art of learning from every single experience. So those who are able to learn from their own experiences, remember, the Guru is manifesting in our heart. Don't push him outside. See? And the process of learning is a continuous process. You will do pranayam how long? You will do asanas how long? You will go running and coming back how long? You will lift the weight how long? But the process of learning is 24/7. Then self-centeredness will disappear and self-orientation will begin. When self-orientation begins, then our reactions to the life change. See? Like what? Like we play with the kids. Now the children are very excited. I can tell you my experience only. They are excited. I want to learn. I want to defeat Swamiji. You know why I am playing? because the food is yet to be ready. So his mother told Swamiji, he'll take 15-20 minutes. Okay, then no problem. I'll wait. Without eating, I'll not go. Okay. So I wanted to read something, some newspaper or some magazine. So the child says, no, 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 you should not read that. I said, okay, don't react. Then he takes out some game, that chessboard or something like that. We'll play that. No, I don't know that dumb game. So we'll play. And then he's playing here and there. And he's so interested, I want to win this game. And I don't understand what it is. So what I do, I use my own techniques. Then I focus his attention somewhere. Hey, whose picture is that? When you see that, I take out 1 or 2 pawns and kill them. Very simple. And once or twice I succeeded. Third time I was caught. Then he complained. Mummy, Swamiji is a cheat. See what is he doing? I said, now don't cry. I will not do it. Okay? That time I learned the principle. Corruption is a crime if you are found guilty. If you are not found guilty, continue. So, next time again he started. And he was playing good because he knew the game. And after some time, his mother told, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, hey, come on, let's go and eat food. No, 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 no. Now I am winning. I want to defeat you. Now be attentive. For that child, victory and defeat was an issue, is it not? For me, it was a time pass. Till the food is ready, keep occupied. Change the attitude in life. We are not here to defeat somebody and win over. We are here to live happily. And friends, therefore, don't seek happiness. Be happy. When you are recognizing this principle of life, you have changed from self-centeredness to self-orientation. Give it a try. It is not difficult. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.